Okay, it is 12 o'clock, so I'll go ahead and get started. I'm Jayden, health fitness specialist with Exos, and we got a boot camp workout today. No equipment needed. As normal, we do all body weight. So we're gonna do 3 exercises, 3 rounds, take a little break, water, and then do another exercises, 3 rounds. So I'll explain our first little circuit, and then we'll do a little warm up and get started. So first thing we're gonna do is just gonna be forward to reverse lunge. So we're just here, reverse lunge, stand up, and then same leg forward, up, reverse leg, back, forward, pushing out our heel, big toe, little toe, engaging our quads, stay nice and strong. The next exercise is gonna be Russian twists. We're doing a little bit more core today. So we're gonna be right here, about 45 degrees, and hands out in front of us, rotating to one side as far as we can, rotating back and forth, 40 seconds of that. Go ahead and make it speaker view. Okie doke. All right. And last thing for that round is going to be a little bent over tees. So feet right in front of us, arms up our side, palms facing our knees, back nice and flat. And we're just squeezing our shoulder blades together nice and tight. We're releasing back down. Imagine we have an object back there like an egg, apple, trying to squeeze it tight on our back. So that's our first little circuit, those 2 exercises, so 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. So before that, we can do a little warm up. So if you have a mat or any kind of carpet, it could be useful. We can do obviously some things on the mat. So we're gonna start with some bird dog or quadruped opposites. So knees under our hips, hands screwed to the ground with our shoulders. We're to reaching out. Opposite arm, opposite leg, as far as we can. Keep it back nice and straight. Then back down. Doing the other arm. Like 3 each side. Squeezing our core in. Reaching to the wall, opposite wall with our foot. 1 more. And good. All right, next, we'll hop up our feet. Do just some nice, slow side lunges, trying to sink as deep into our hip as we can. So, we'll start feet to shoulder width. Reach, lunge to one side. Sink as far as we can to the hip. Come back up. Trying to keep this opposite leg nice and straight. Toes pointing forward. Good. 1 more each side. And good. All right, last thing we do before we get started, the circuit, world's greatest stretch. So we're open on loosening up our hips, low back, shoulders, mid back, and hamstrings all in one. So we'll start by squeezing our knee nice and tight, plunging back, legs nice and straight, hands come to the inside of our foot, and then rotate up to the sky, and now comes down the outside of our foot, lunge back, feel a little stretch in this hamstring, and step forward. So 1 more on that side. So start to grab the knee, lunge back, nice and straight, hands inside the foot, rotate up to the sky, and lunge back. All right, good. Now we'll go to the other side. Squeezing the knee nice and tight. Lunge back. Up, hands to the inside, opposite foot this time. Lunge. Stand up to the sky. And stand back. Little stretch in the hamstring. 1 more. Squeeze the knee. Legs nice and straight. Hand down. Rotate up to the sky. And hand the outside foot now. Lunge back. Okay, good. So I'm feeling a little warm. Go ahead, hop in to our lunges in just a second. So reminder, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, starting in 3 with reverse lunges, 4 lunges. In 3, 2, and 1. So lunging back, stay nice and tall. Good. Lunge forward, step forward. Opposite leg now, lunge back. Same leg, come forward. Get a nice tempo going. Core engaged, stay nice and tall. Knee should come slightly up or slightly touching the ground. Feeling this in the quads. Pushing out, heel, big toe, little toe. One more. And good. All right, next we have our Russian twists. To work on our core, obliques more precisely. So we're here, feet can be crossed or on the ground. That's not feeling good. We're at about 45-degree angle from our hips up to our shoulders. And we're just rotating, go ahead. One side, hands out in front of us. Rotate as far as we can. Remembering to breathe. Feeling this all on our side, obliques, middle of our core. We don't do a lot of rotation at movements normally, but always good to throw in, especially when we're for the core. 5 more seconds. And good. All right, last one. Bend over T's. So feet just around shoulder width, pointing straight forward, working on our upper back and shoulders, trying to have as minimal arm movement as possible. Take it off, just squeeze our shoulder blades together. So go ahead, back nice and flat. Squeeze nice and tight. Hold for a second. Lower down nice and controlled. Squeezing at the top. Back stays nice and flat. Feeling like working on our back, our shoulders, and our upper back. Good. Two more. And good. All right, first round down. Not too bad. So now we're back to our forward reverse lunges again. So now the core's a little tight for those Russian twists. Gotta work a little bit harder. Keep the torso nice and tall. So go ahead. Lunge back. And forward. This works a little mind-muscle connection too. Trying to remember which leg you're on. Lunges are good because it works glutes, quads, hamstrings. I'm also keeping the posture nice and tall. Engage the core. Sometimes hard to remember what leg you're on. Struggling sometimes. One more. Good. Okay, now Russian twists again. So we're at that 45-degree angle. Good controlled rotations. Go ahead. Hands out in front of us. Squeezing at the end of each rotation. Head can come with us as we rotate. Keep going, remember to breathe. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Now to our bent over T's. And again, back nice and flat. Think about minimal arm movement. Squeeze and shoulder blades together. Go ahead. Palm facing our knees. Starting position. Squeeze upper back together. Lower down nice and controlled. We can keep our arms slightly bent, trying to not extend them or bend them any further. Good. 10 seconds. Keep back nice and flat, or slouching, and good. Whew. Okay, last round of this circuit. Back to our lunges. Turn 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay back, 1 foot. Coming forward, same one. Good. Get a little tempo going. Try to get more reps this round than you did the last 2. Since our last. Go all out. Halfway there. Keep the core engaged, stay nice and tall. Shoulders roll back. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Last round of these twists now. Again, we try to get more than our previous 2 rounds. Get you right round that you got. So go a little quicker. Let your forearm down. Go ahead. Get a nice tempo. Still getting that full rotation. Core should be burning by the end of this. Halfway there. Remember to breathe. Something I struggle with sometimes on very intense exercises like these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, now, so I'll bend over T's. By my computer. Switch down a little bit. Good. About 5 seconds. Go ahead. Back nice and flat. And go. Squeeze the back together. This one, not so much about getting more reps like the previous 2, but just trying to do like bringing that mind, muscle connection down, controlling our arms through our back, our shoulders, and upper back. Stretching out the chest as well. Sitting a lot today, so always get stretch out the chest and shoulders as it can get pretty tight. 1 more. And good. All right, so last time of our first little circuit. Got some water if you need. Begin. Go over to the next one. So, this one, starting out on our mat, on our back, doing some glute bridges. So a couple options here. Hands be on the side, wherever. There's a couple for you. Down here, doesn't matter. Oh, we're gonna start with going up, slowing up, squeezing our butt at the top, holding for a second. Lowering back down, nice control. Then firing back up again, squeezing glutes at the top. And this is feeling really easy today. Go ahead, make a single leg. We're trying to get a straight line from our knees up to our shoulders right here. That's the end position. So we're looking for there. Next thing, we're gonna have a little more for our core. So we're starting in little forearm plank, and then hold that for a second. Up to an arm plank, back down, hold for a second. Up, hold for a second. That is our second thing. The last thing we're gonna do, just a little more cardiovascular work, trying to burn out at the end. So we're gonna do, if you have a mat or a line, something could be useful for this one. So we're gonna do jumps and then in and out every other. So it's working a little like the lunges, a little mind muscle connection as well as that cardio as well. So a little bit of both. So we got our glute bridges first. Go ahead down on the mat. Start in 3, 2, 1, and go. So float up, squeeze the glutes, lower back down. Looking for at least a 2-second pause up at the top. We want to feel like it's solely our butt and glutes. Don't want to be doing this in our hamstrings as much, although they do support, but we want to be aiming for our glutes more. Taking a nice straight line, knees to our shoulders. Good. One more. And good. All right, next, we have our forearm to elevated plank. If we're not doing that today, we can always just hold one or the other. Then we need to rest, just hop right back up after that. So we'll go ahead and get into our plank. Hold here for a second. Thumb up, back down, keeping the core nice and engaged, not slouching down, we're letting our butt raise up. Good. Our hand position should be just about directly under our shoulders when we're in that plank. Good. 10 seconds. One more. And good. All right. Now, into those little in and out, and in and out jumps, and then one foot at a time. They can be tricky, so do your best. I struggle with them too. So go ahead, jump back. You go a little slower at first. Get the movement down. You mess up, it's okay. Make it soft. Slide back to the knees. Over there. And good. Oh, I practiced that before, but it's a bit hard today. So even if we are getting time out, cardio is still there. So now back to our glute bridges. On our mat, ready? 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, float up, pull. Lower control back down. Light touch. Firing up. Make sure we're keeping that nice straight line. Good. Lowering down. Good. About to be on fire now. 10 seconds left. Good. And 5 seconds. And good. Okay. Now into our plank again. So again, try to keep our core engaged the whole time. Nice, flat back, butt's not going up in the air, core not sinking down. So go ahead, we're on elbow plank, up to regular, back down. Either get tempo going, slight pause. Trying to touch our hands under our shoulders. Halfway there. Core engaged, but stays in a pretty similar position the whole time. 5 seconds. And good. Whew. All right. Now back to that tricky one. The jumps, and then in and out. All right. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ideally, our head be forward on these. A tricky one. Do the best you can. Keep the eyes up. Woo. 10 more seconds. I was talking to try to do it as well. 5 seconds. And good. All right. Last round. Let's make it the best one yet. Into our glute bridges. If you haven't tried single leg yet out and want to, it's a good time. We can always go back into our regular glute bridge if you want. So we're up, squeezing, lowering back down, squeeze the top. Good. Make a nice straight line. If you get more tired, check in on that. If you are doing single leg, go ahead and switch. We're halfway there. Last thing for our glutes. So feel the burn. 5 seconds. One more. And good. All right. Done with the bridges. Now let's do some strong with our planks and that fun jumps. All right. And 3, 2, 1. Plank. Then up. Again. We're getting tired. This is getting too hard. We just hold down here the best that we can. We need to drop. Try to get right back into it. We're halfway there. Blocking down the core. Not slouching. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Last thing. And then a little cool down, of course. So our jumps. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Maybe nice and soft. Slide right into the knees. Try to get the timing down. Halfway there. Finish strong. Looking up if we can. 10 seconds. Catch yourself if you mess it up and reset. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, well that finishes up our 2 circuits. We got the marketing. If you wish, join me back on the mat for a little cool down. We have another few minutes. Cool down. Really help us increase our heart rate. Stretch out what we just worked so we don't get any tightness or limit tightness and soreness later. So if you're ready, going back on that, we do a little Sphinx pose to start since we did quite a bit of core in that circuit. So we can start out hands in front of us and just looking up to the sky. If you can look up further, feel the stretching knee, go right ahead. Should be feeling stretch all through our belly, our core in this one. Couple more deep breaths. Good. Okay, now gonna do roll over into my back, stretch out hips a little bit since the lunges and glute bridges work to those a little bit, and they kind of get pretty tight anyway from sitting at the desk all day. So go ahead, place one foot over our knee, so our ankles be resting right below our knee, and then from here, go ahead, lift up. Now if that's comfortable for you right there, you can hold it there, put a little pressure on this knee here, and take a step further, grab behind our hamstring, and then squeeze it tight. Take some deep breaths here, feel the stretch in the hip of this leg that is bent over us. Take some deep breaths here, see, squeeze a little tighter. Each breath. Good. One more deep breath, and we'll switch sides. And good. All right, so go ahead and place the other foot on the ground, bring the other ankle over, right under our knee. Go ahead, hang out here. Put a little pressure on this knee, push it away from us. And reach behind this hamstring now. Squeeze it in. Take a deep breath. In through the nose, up through the mouth. Good. One more. And good. All right, it's just time for just one more. So we'll be on our backs again. Legs on the ground. We go ahead. Grab. Right under our knee. Squeeze it in as hard as we can. Look for a hip flexor stretch. So put our hip on this leg. So try to keep this leg nice and bent on the ground. One more deep breath here. We're just about out of time. Go ahead and switch it. One, two more deep breaths. Legs flat on the ground. And good. All right. Oh, thank you so much for coming. It's nice to meet you.